Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have an August favorites video. So the first thing I wanted to mention are my Ray-Ban Wayfarers. I have had these sunglasses for so long. I think I've had them since college, maybe like my freshman, sophomore year of college, and maybe even before that. I don't know. But I stopped wearing them post-college because I thought they looked weird on me, but now there is a dog barking outside. But as I was saying, I wear them a ton now. I found them at like the end of July when I was looking through my sunglasses and trying to figure out what to wear. And then I saw these and I just started thinking to myself, you know, I need to try wearing them again. And I really like them. I think they're just super classic and they never go out of style and they're just so easy to wear. The next thing I want to mention is actually not beauty or fashion related. It's like it's a drink. It's just a drink, and it is lime Lacroix. I know Lacroix is super popular now, but I just like this lime version. I also really like the pamplemousse, which is just the grapefruit version. They're both really simple classic flavors, and I like Lacroix because it kind of gives a different taste to just regular water, and it keeps me really full, or it makes me really full. So when I'm eating dinner, I feel like I don't have to eat so much because sparkling water just, at least this sparkling water, just makes me so full. But I really like this version. It's just really plain. I told my mom that what this tastes like is, it tastes like Sprite, just without that lemony, super sugary taste to it. But I really love this one. I'm not drinking this one right now just because these are warm and I just put them in my fridge to get really cold. The next thing I want to mention are these coasters. I'm just going to show you two of them because I don't want to show you all four, but I got these from Anthropologie. Just got the green one, and I'm not entirely sure what the exact colors names of these are, but I went to Anthropologie one day looking for coasters, and everything in the store that day was 20% off, so I just bought them. I really like them. I think they're so pretty, and I now have a coffee table with a marble top, so I like the contrast that these give when I'm using them there. They're just super pretty. I know that you can still get them on anthropologie.com. I know a lot of people have them also, that they're super popular. I just love them. Moving on to beauty related things, I have been looking for a product like this for so long, and I've always wanted something like this to come out, and I don't want to say like I've been waiting for it, but because it's not like I don't use other things. So anyway, let me just talk about the product. As you guys know, I wear false lashes. I don't wear them like every single day, but I wear them a fair, you know, I wear them pretty much for the majority of the week, and I'm wearing them right now, and I use the Duo brush on glue just because I think it's a lot easier to control the amount that you put on your lash, on your false eyelash, if you use the brush on. And I think prior to this, or prior to me finding this, I could only ever find the white glue that turns clear, which in my opinion, it never really turns clear, and I feel like you can definitely see the band when I'm wearing false lashes. And I never liked the like squeeze tubes of the dark tone, and I always wanted Duo to come out with a brush on dark tone glue. And I was in CVS the other day, and this is what I found. Do you see that? That is Duo dark tone brush on lash adhesive. I was so excited. I'm actually using it today, and I think it just goes on and makes my lashes look so much nicer when I'm using a dark tone glue. I have never seen this before. I don't know if it's new. It didn't say it was new. I've never seen it in Ulta or CVS or any drugstore before, but I am just so excited about this. I actually think it's a nicer formula than the regular glue because it goes on a lot thinner, and I think it just works better with your false lashes. So if you have dark lashes, like I obviously have naturally really dark black lashes, but if you have black or brown lashes, I think this works better than the clear glue. The next thing is something I talked about in a previous video. I did a beauty haul video maybe like a month ago, and I mentioned that I purchased this from House of Lashes, and it is their eyelash case. This is I think this is their gold one, like champagne gold or something like that, or gold champagne. I don't know. I will list it in the info box down below, and I really like this. It's a much easier way for me to store my lashes instead of having to keep the actual like plastic container that those come in. Downside is I cannot remember which lash I have in here. See this top one? This is from House of Lashes, and I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me right now. The one that was in the center are the Fleur de Force. See, I can't remember the name. It's like Simply Fleur or something like that. I will list everything that's in here. I will find it and put it in the info box down below. I'm wearing those right now, and then these on the bottom are just my go-to Ardell Demi Wispies, but I really like how convenient this is because once I take them off, I literally just stick it on here and it's curved. You can see they're curved just like when you buy the lash container, when you buy false lashes, it comes in that container. It's curved like that, and then on the bottom is a place for your lash adhesive. So I just put mine in there, and now they're all together, super easy to store. I'm never gonna lose one, and it makes for really easy traveling. So let's say you were wearing a pair of false lashes and you didn't want to open up a new container, stick it in here, stick in the glue, you're good to go. My next favorite is actually an eyeshadow palette, and now I can't remember if I've mentioned this before. I probably have, but that just shows how much I love this, or maybe I just mentioned it in that haul video. I don't know, but it is the Marc Jacobs the Dreamer palette. Now, I have been wanting to try Marc Jacobs for a really long time, but it's very expensive, the makeup, so I didn't want to do it, even though I heard people say what great quality it is. It comes with this really nice mirror right here. You can see all my stuff on the table. It comes with this really nice mirror, and then the shadows are right here. This is what they look like. They are really pretty shadows, and they're really pigmented. They go on so nicely. You definitely get good color payoff, which to me means that you are getting what you pay for, especially with the packaging. Like, it feels kind of heavy, and then it does come in this little pouch that I do keep it in to keep it sort of clean, even though the pouch gets dirty, I guess, from my other eyeshadows. The only issue I have with this palette is that everything is really nice, great packaging, beautiful quality eyeshadows, but there's no real like mid-tone brown crease shade in here for me. Like this one here in the center, it's just, I don't think they have any names, but this one is just too dark of a brown to use in your crease, I feel like. So I always substitute, or not substitute, I guess substitute. I just always use whatever bronzer I'm wearing that day, which is usually NARS Laguna, and it works really well with this color palette. I think it, I think it fits perfectly. That's the only thing I have with this, but I guess otherwise there's nothing wrong with this. I was about to move on to some other things, but then I remember that I talked about like my non-beauty related stuff first, and then I realized I didn't mention these, and I meant to mention them in my last favorites video, and I totally forgot, and I think maybe a video prior to that, and they are my Keds. These are just one of the pairs that I have. I have 3 pairs. I have a white eyelet pair, a blue, like a navy polka dot pair, and then these striped and glittery pair. And I don't mean these Keds specifically, even though I do really like these, and I think they add a little something something to any outfit. I just mean the Keds shoes in general. The nice thing about these shoes is that not only are they really comfortable, I like how low cut they are, but also, I'm trying not to touch the bottom because I've obviously used these. It has a little bit of padding here where your arch would be. So I have a really high arch, and sometimes really flat shoes like Converse that don't offer any kind of support hurt my feet. Like, my feet start to really hurt after a long time of wearing those because I just have a naturally high arch and there's no support there. So when I bought my first pair at DSW, which is my white eyelet pair, and then these I bought off the Keds website itself. And when I tried on my first pair, and I was like, oh my gosh, these have arch support in them. I wonder if they would be really great to just walk around in all day or wear on the golf course as a spectator. And they're great for both things. So they're not only super stylish and cute, but they're just really supportive and really comfortable to walk in. And like I said, if you know you're going to be out all day or walking around all day, I would highly recommend trying out Keds if you're just trying to look for a casual shoe and a non-athletic looking sneaker. I think they look really nice, and they have so many pairs There are so many pairs of Keds that I could go and buy because one, they're also not very expensive. I think this pair plus my navy pair I got on sale, and so it was definitely less than $100. And then my pair from DSW I think was like $50. They're not expensive at all. I think they're just so pretty and so nice. Like I said, they have a ton of designs. I highly recommend them. You should go and get yourself a pair of Keds. So moving on to something that I don't want to call a favorite because I didn't love it, but I don't hate it. And it is the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child book. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I love Harry Potter. When they first came out, I actually did not like them, and I remember my mom gave me the first 3 books as a set, and I thought, these are dumb, I'm never gonna read them. And then when I turned 13 and the first movie came out, I was all about Harry Potter. From that moment on, I can't get enough. I've read the books like 9 or 10 times. I just love the books. I love the movies. I love everything Harry Potter. It's great. However, I don't know how I feel about this book because, so this book is not written by J.K. Rowling. It is a play. If you live in the UK, you can go to London and see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child acted out for you on stage. I bet it's great. However, this book, when you read it, obviously it's not a book. It doesn't read as a traditional book. You know, you're going to be reading a script, essentially. I think the thing that I didn't like about it was that, so this takes place, if you've read book 7 or the Harry Potter series, then you know that in the epilogue it takes place 19 years after their little adventure in Hogwarts, and they are dropping off, Harry, Hermione, Ron are dropping off their kids on the Hogwarts Express, sending them off to Hogwarts. This is a continuation of the epilogue, essentially. And to me, the storyline that this follows and the things that happen in this story, some of them just seem so far-fetched and like it would not have happened in J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter world, that I just sort of can't get on board with this book. But at the same time, I don't hate it because I like the fact that they tried to continue on this great story. But I don't know, it's so strange because every time I read something, I read this in a few hours, by the way. I'm a really quick reader and I really like to read, so this was done. I bought it one day at Target in the morning, finished it that afternoon, and I was kind of like, I don't understand why that happened. It's kind of weird. I don't know, and I don't want to spoil and tell you what happens in this book in case you haven't read it yet or in the process of reading it, but if you have read it, let me know. I wanted to love this because I love Harry Potter, but it's sort of weird. I don't know. Okay, now we're going to move on to something that I really don't like. And it's weird to say that because I mentioned this in my previous video, my previous favorites video, saying how much I loved it, and it is, or they're the Jouer liquid lip creams. I really like the formula of these. I like the colors that I have. As you can see, I prefer to go for like nudes and mauves, and then I always like to have a very true blue, cool toned red. My issue with this is that I had an allergic reaction to these. So I have been wearing them pretty much all of July, and I was noticing that anytime I wore them, my mouth did get, like, it got itchy. And I thought, oh, maybe I'm just wearing them for too long or something. No, because then I started to get like real rashes on my mouth, like on my lips, around my mouth. I was getting pimples like on my lips, and it was crazy. And so I wasn't wearing anything, so I actually wasn't wearing lipstick for like the first 2 weeks of August. Then I put this red one on again, and I was like, my lips are itchy today. Let's see if it's another Jouer or if it's just happening with this red. No, it happened with all of these. If you have really sensitive skin, if you are very sensitive like I am to scent or something, I don't know what it is in these Jouer liquid lip creams. They smell very much like cake. And I don't know if it's that, but there's something in this that just gave me a really bad reaction. And it makes me really sad because the formula of this is amazing. I think they have a great color selection, and I really, really wanted to love these, and like I wanted to hope and think that I found the best liquid lipstick because it wasn't very drying on my lips, but it's not the best because it gave me an allergic reaction. And so I am really angry at the fact, because I just like these so much. This red was like the best red I'd ever tried. I did just buy the Kylie lip kit. Or I didn't buy the lip kit, I bought the single. I just bought the liquid lipstick in Mary Jo K. And I'm hoping, and I think most like cool toned blue reds all pretty much look the same. So I do like the Kylie lip kit. So let's see how that turns out for me. I'm just so sad and sort of angry that these gave me an allergic reaction. Okay guys, so those are all my favorites and not so favorites for the month of August. I didn't have a ton of things this month. I don't really know why, but I only want to talk about things that I absolutely love, and that was pretty much it. So I hope you guys liked this video and are having a great week. I will see you with a new video next Thursday, and if you didn't check out my video on Monday and you like planner things and the Erin Condren Happy Planner stickers, make sure to go check that out. And yeah, so like I said, I will see you guys next Thursday with a new video.